For years ago, on the night the sky split open above Juhu, Kiera Rezada lost everything in the space of 4 minutes. She had promised herself only one pill, just enough to quiet the screaming in her head after another fight with Arjun. But one became 3, then 5, and by midnight her hands shook so badly she couldn't read the labels on the medicine shelf. The children's paracetamol bottle and the strong benzodiazepine bottle looked identical in the half-dark. She mixed a double adult dose into warm milk, added chocolate syrup so Maya would drink it without fuss, and carried the glass to the nursery humming an off-key lullaby. 3-year-old Maya, sleepy and trusting, drank every drop while clutching her favorite brown teddy with one ear already coming loose. 10 minutes later, the child's lips turned blue. Kiera's scream brought Arjun running from his study. He performed CPR on the carpet while the ambulance siren wailed closer. Doctors pumped Maya's tiny stomach, kept her on oxygen for 2 days. When she finally opened her eyes, the first thing she whispered was, "Mama, my tummy hurts." Kiera was arrested that same week for endangerment. The judge's gavel fell like a guillotine. Full custody to Arjun, supervised visits suspended indefinitely. Kiera signed the papers with shaking hands and disappeared into a government rehab in Thane. Arjun sold the Juhu bungalow the very next month. Every wall still smelled of milk and medicine. Today, in a sun-washed 14th floor apartment overlooking the Bandra-Worli Sea Link, 7-year-old Maya Rezada wakes at 3:07 a.m. almost every night. She sits up gasping, clutching the same brown teddy, now professionally restitched by Arjun, whispering, "Mama, don't leave me." Arjun is there before her feet touch the floor. He rocks her, tells her it was only a dream, but never answers the question she asks every morning at breakfast. "When is Mama coming back, Papa?" Because the truth is a blade too sharp for a child's throat. Maya has learned to swallow it anyway. At school, she sits alone on the last bench, drawing the same picture again and again, a house with a red roof, 3 stick figures holding hands, then angrily crossing out the middle figure until the paper tears. Arjun is 35, looks 40, works 18-hour days designing glass towers that scrape the sky while his own world feels like it is shrinking. He has become the kind of father who buys guilt in the form of limited edition toys and imported chocolates, then forgets to attend parent-teacher meetings. The only woman in his life now is Vanessa D'Souza, 31, stunning, owner of an event company that organizes weddings for people who spend more on flowers than Arjun earns in a year. Vanessa wears 6-inch heels even to drop Maya at school, calls her sweetie in a voice that could freeze boiling water, and has made it clear that motherhood is not part of her 5-year plan. She leaves red lipstick prints on Arjun's collars and passive-aggressive post-it notes on the fridge. "Your kid used my Chanel perfume as paint. Buy me a new one." Once, when Arjun was in the shower, she twisted Maya's ear so hard the child cried silently for an hour. Maya learned very quickly how to become invisible when Vanessa walked in. The breaking point comes on a Tuesday when Arjun has back-to-back site visits in Navi Mumbai and Maya's school calls to say no one came to pick her up. In panic, he opens an app and hires the first agency that promises English-speaking, Instagram-friendly nannies. The parade that follows is a horror show. Girls who take mirror selfies in Maya's room, ask if they can bring their boyfriends over, and call Maya cute the way one calls a puppy cute, something to be dressed up for likes. Arjun is about to give up hope when the last candidate steps out of the lift carrying a jute bag full of children's books and a quiet smile that feels like coming home. Leela Sharma is 28, eldest of 7 siblings from a small village near Kochi. Her mother died of cancer when Leela was 12. Her father drowned in debt and alcohol soon after. Leela raised her brothers and sisters, put herself through college at night, and earned a degree in child psychology because she wanted to understand why some children stop smiling and how to bring the smile back. She wears simple cotton saris the color of dawn, no jewelry except tiny gold studs, and speaks softly, as though afraid of breaking the air. When she kneels to Maya's height in the living room, she says, "Hello, little elephant. I heard you like stories where elephants can fly. I know one." Maya, who has not voluntarily spoken to a stranger in 2 years, whispers, "Do they really fly?" Leela nods. "With rainbow wings." Maya's hand slips into Leela's without hesitation. Arjun hires her before she even finishes her tea. From the very first evening, the apartment begins to breathe differently. Leela cooks soft yellow dal the way Arjun's own mother once did. The fragrance drifts into corners that have not known warmth in years. She turns maths homework into treasure hunts using chocolates as coins, teaches Maya the planets by sticking glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling, and pastes a big glass jar on the study table labeled Maya's Brave Jar. Every time Maya does something scary, raising her hand in class, trying ladyfinger, sleeping without the nightlight, they drop a colored marble inside. When the jar is full, they will go to the aquarium and feed the penguins. Maya begins to glow. She laughs so hard milk comes out of her nose. She starts calling Leela auntie, and then, one day when no one is listening, simply Amma. Vanessa notices the light returning to Maya's eyes and hates it with every cell in her perfectly toned body. She begins visiting more often, wearing shorter dresses, laughing louder, marking territory with perfume and sarcasm. She calls Leela, the maid, to her face, tells Arjun, babe, fire her before she steals something more than your daughter's affection. Arjun tells her to stop being paranoid. Vanessa retaliates by accidentally knocking Leela's phone into a bucket of water, spilling hot coffee on her hand, hiding Maya's school bag so she misses the school bus. Leela never complains. She simply buys a second-hand phone, bandages her own burn, finds the bag in Vanessa's car boot, and continues loving Maya harder. Then comes the afternoon that rewrites every rule. The sky is the color of old steel, monsoon threatening again. A thin woman in a faded blue raincoat stands at the building gate for 3 hours getting drenched. She holds a small brown teddy with one ear restitched in red thread, the same teddy Maya clutched the night she almost died. The watchman threatens to call the police. The woman does not move. Finally, he calls upstairs because she looks ready to faint. Leela runs down with an umbrella and a steel flask of tea. The woman lifts her face. It is Kiera, cheekbones sharp from years of hunger and guilt, eyes finally clear. She has been sober for 26 months. She shows Leela her rehab certificates, her counselor's letter, her one-way ticket to Toronto where a distant cousin has offered her a job in a bakery. I leave next Friday, she whispers. I just want to see my baby once before I disappear forever. Leela's heart cracks open like an egg. She takes Kiera to the children's park inside the compound, sits her on the swing, listens to 4 years of nightmares poured out in 1 hour. When Kiera leaves, Leela's sorry is soaked with someone else's tears. That night, after Maya sleeps hugging the old teddy that suddenly appeared on her pillow, Leela's quiet gift, Leela knocks on Arjun's study door. She tells him everything. Arjun's reaction is volcanic. He throws a crystal paperweight. It explodes against the wall into 1,000 pieces like his memories. She almost killed my daughter, he roars. Leela does not flinch. She says only, sir, I was 6 when my mother died. I would sell my soul for one supervised half hour with her today. Don't let Maya grow up selling her soul for the same thing. Arjun does not sleep. At 4 a.m., he stands at Maya's door watching her breathe. At 6:07 a.m., he messages Leela. 1 meeting. Public place. I will be present. 30 minutes only. Nothing more ever. The day arrives like a held breath. Marine Drive Children's Park, golden hour. Arjun sits on a far bench pretending to read emails, heart hammering so hard he thinks it will crack a rib. Maya walks between Arjun and Leela holding both their hands, confused why they are going to the park on a school day. Then she sees the woman on the red swing holding the brown teddy. Time stops. Maya whispers, Mama, and the word breaks in half. Kiera opens her arms. Maya runs faster than her little legs have ever moved. The collision knocks Kiera backward on the grass. They cling to each other, crying and laughing at once. Kiera smells Maya's hair, kisses every finger, calls her my moon, my ocean, my everything. They draw flowers in the mud, take 37 selfies, feed the pigeons together. When Arjun's watch beeps 30 minutes, Maya's scream can be heard across the road. Arjun has to carry her away while she kicks and wails, I want my mama. In the car, she cries herself to sleep on Leela's lap, clutching the teddy so tightly its one ear comes loose again. That night, she sleeps with the teddy under her cheek and a smile. From then on, the fourth Saturday of every month becomes holy. Maya counts down days on a calendar with elephant stickers. Her grades soar from 62% to 91%. She makes a best friend named Zoya. She stops biting her nails. She starts raising her hand in class so often the teacher jokes she will get muscle pain. Arjun watches the miracle and feels two things at once: gratitude that threatens to drown him, and terror that he is no longer the center of Maya's universe. Vanessa's jealousy becomes a living thing with claws. She begins staying over on weeknights, drinking Arjun's expensive whiskey, leaving empty bottles for Leela to clean. One evening, she finds Maya's calendar with the elephant stickers and rips it to pieces in front of the child. Maya stands frozen, tears rolling silently. Vanessa sneers, "Your real mother is a drug addict who never wanted you. That's why she left." The words hit like bullets. Maya runs to her room. Leela, who has seen everything from the kitchen doorway, quietly starts recording on her phone. That night, Arjun watches the video 3 times. He sees the red fingerprints on Maya's arm where Vanessa gripped too hard. Something inside him dies and is reborn at the same time. He ends the relationship in 7 words: "Take your bags. Don't come back." Vanessa throws the 2-carat diamond engagement ring off the balcony into the Black Sea, screaming, "You'll regret this when that village girl robs you blind." Arjun does not even watch the ring disappear. He simply closes the door. The apartment exhales. The silence is no longer empty, it is peaceful. Arjun starts coming home early. He asks Leela to teach him how to be the father Maya deserves. There are disastrous, but hilarious attempts. The first ponytail looks like a bird's nest. The first roti is shaped like the map of Australia and hard as cardboard. There are disastrous, but hilarious attempts. The first ponytail looks like a bird's nest. The first roti is shaped like the map of Australia and hard as cardboard. Maya laughs so hard she falls off the chair. They fill the Brave jar twice in 1 month. One night, Maya falls asleep mid-sentence while telling Leela about her school play. Arjun carries her to bed, tucks her in, then stands in the doorway looking at Leela folding tiny uniforms. The light from the hallway falls on her face like moonlight. He realizes he has been in love for months and was too afraid to name it. He begins planning in secret with Maya as his tiny co-conspirator. Maya draws hundreds of hearts, practices writing "Marry us please" in purple sketch pen until the letters are perfect. On a chosen Friday, Arjun sends Maya to his sister's house with an elaborate story about the biggest sleepover surprise ever. He spends the entire day with Leela's help transforming the apartment. Fairy lights twisted around every railing, jasmine garlands, candles floating in glass bowls, Maya's hundreds of hearts stuck on every wall and mirror, a chocolate cake with "Will you be my Amma forever?" written in messy icing, Maya's handwriting. When Leela returns from the market, the lights are dim, instrumental piano version of Tu Jo Mila playing softly, and Arjun is standing in the center wearing the simple cream kurta Leela once said made him look like a hero. He begins to speak and his voice cracks like a teenager's. "Leela, I thought I was protecting Maya by building walls so high no one could ever hurt her again. But all I built was a prison. You walked in with nothing but open hands and opened every locked door I didn't even know existed. You gave my daughter back her childhood, her laughter, her courage. You gave me back my daughter. And somewhere between burnt rotis and bedtime stories, you gave me back my heart too." He drops to one knee, holding not a diamond this time, but a simple platinum ring with a tiny elephant etched inside the band, Maya's design. "I am no longer your employer. I am just a man hopelessly, completely, permanently in love with the woman who loved his child first. Leela Sharma, will you marry me, marry us, and let us be the family we were always meant to be?" Leela's tears fall like monsoon rain. She tries to speak, cannot, simply nods again and again. From behind the silk curtain comes the world's loudest squeal. Maya, in unicorn pajamas, holding a glittery banner that says "She said yes" in purple sketch pen, launches herself at them like a tiny rocket. The 3 of them fall laughing and crying onto the sofa, fairy lights twinkling above them like a sky that has finally decided to grant wishes. 6 months later, at sunrise on a private beach in Alabog, Arjun and Leela get married with only 20 people present and the entire ocean as witness. Maya walks between them, scattering marigold petals, grinning so wide her dimples hurt. She wears a tiny lehenga the color of sunrise and carries a basket woven from fairy lights. From behind a cluster of casuarina trees, Kiera watches in a simple white cotton sari, the brown teddy pressed to her heart. She sees Maya turn, spot her, wave frantically, blow a flying kiss. Kiera catches the kiss, presses it to her lips, smiles through tears that fall like quiet rain, and turns away. That night, she boards her flight to Toronto knowing, for the first time in 7 years, that her little girl is safe, loved, and as the newly married couple and their flower girl daughter run into the waves laughing. Kicking water at one another under a pink and gold sky, Maya looks up at Leela with salt water in her eyelashes and asks, "Are you my mummy now, Alma?" Leela kneels in the wet sand, kisses Maya's forehead, and answers, "I always was, my moon. I was just waiting for the world to catch up." The camera pulls back slowly until they are 3 tiny silhouettes against the endless ocean, holding hands, jumping every time a wave kisses their feet, and the screen fades to soft golden words. Some mothers give life. Some mothers give love without limits. And the greatest mothers of all are the ones who choose to stay, even when no one asked them to.